Setup wise is good. Just be careful the ball doesn't get too far forward, yeah? That's obviously going to encourage you in the ground behind the ball anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not someone saying, I'll move the ball back. But yeah, if it's getting a bit too far forward, you're getting more in that driver-ish setup. I think we discussed a bit more so in future lessons, okay? So the main issue in that is that you can almost see that wrist sort of folding a bit there as you take the golf club back, okay? The club face opening up. As we get back here, that club getting a bit behind you and the club looking quite short. Good wrist angle, but club getting up here now. That move when there's not much body turn, that's just more wrists and elbows collapsing. I mean, your body doesn't actually probably move from... There's not much movement there with the body as you get to about there. Now, as we start coming down, because you're aware the club face now is open, not because you're going, oh, that club's open. You've just seen a golf ball going out to the right, so your brain realises this.
Yeah.
Now the fix starts happening. So we start coming back to the golf ball now. Already here, you're losing the angle between the lead arm and the club, and then when we get to about here, this unhinging of the wrist here now, that there has already almost lost a wrist hinge, so now you're already pre-scooping it, and then you've got to hang on to it, glove hand still visible. Now it starts releasing, but by then it's too late, so it's almost like a blocked off shot compared to when you were doing some swings here now. Look at the angle you're keeping in the wrist there. You almost got 90 degrees there, yeah? And the club's down by your left. There's your impact there, you see. So you're rehearsing this motion while allowing the hands and the wrist to sort of finish and fold over and release. Not a scoop, but letting that club release. That's a good impact position there. Hands, you see, by your lead thigh. Swinging through. That's a good release there of the arms there. Now, a little stretched if I'm being critical, but I'd rather see that than the one you had before, okay? And then so doing this 3 or 4 times, again, always hitting the ground and always being aware where that club is. Then when we do all this here now and we step to the golf ball, now we're just hitting the golf ball. And this is the thing we've got to try and determine between practice swings and hitting it. When you're over the ball now, it is just hit a golf ball, okay? If we go back to this one and just sort of show the comparison when you're coming down here, how you sort of losing the angle there, as we're at the top of the backswing with this one. Again, good backswing, but it looks a little bit shorter, because you're flatter. I've not said to you, keep your left arm straight, have I?
No.
Not once have I said this and that. And I never do tell anyone, but look at the difference in your left arm there as you go back, because you were collapsing and cupping that one. This starts curving more. That's just staying a lot more solid there. As you come back to the golf ball now, you're going to maintain your angles here. So as we get to, get to about, this would be easier. You'd be too quick. There you go. We get to about there. Still got it. Yeah. You get to about there. That's a little bit more maybe than the angle's back there. If we go back another frame or two through here, now it's gone. Still got a little bit, I mean, your lead arm now, next frame, if we put yourself there, that's your left arm. There's the club. That's your left arm and the club's somewhere down there, So all that energy and power has now been released and gone. As you come back into this one, you've still got a bit of angle. Really good. Lead arm now is more extended. Impact position. There you go. Your hand's now a bit more by your left thigh. Whereas this one with that sort of predetermined scoop now, the club now has almost gone past your forearm there, So as you come into this one here now, hitting up on the ball with that scoop, there's your impact. Hands are now more in the middle part of your body, And a lot of leg drive to get the handle to go further forward than what it normally would do, This is a much more, just in terms of the impact position, this right-hand one to me looks a lot more solid with the lower half, whereas this one, I was almost up on its toe. It's almost like you're trying to move over here while your hands are sort of scooping back this way. So that's going to make it very, very tricky for you to strike a ball successfully. As we said, what we're looking for is your hands to be, if I go roughly from the middle of your hands there, getting a little bit more on top. Could you go a bit further forward? Of course you could. But if you've improved 1% each day, the next 3 or 4 weeks, you'll be flying along, And then through to the follow through as you sort of swing through here now. We can see the glove hand now starting to kind of disappear. So we get to about here, out of the way, okay. Nice extension through there and then through to your toe. I think you saw a couple where you did get a really good strike. You could hear the sound, the angle of attack straight away telling you down on the ball more. This is the iron sort of swing. With a driver, we're still going to be swinging up on the ball, but more so because the ball's further forward. On the tee-peg, we don't try to scoop it up on the ball, but that scoop can work, If you start hitting too steep on the golf ball, which who knows you could do, your irons will probably work okay and go quite a long way, then your drive's going to be a massive slice or a scar. So depending on what your fault is, some clubs work, some don't. Okay?
Yep.
That kind of makes sense,
Yeah,
I
that
understand a
makes
few
sense.
things.
Yeah.
Very good stuff, mate. Right.